Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Boonaa Mohammed coming with another episode of Bro Code here on DOPStv. And today I have a very special guest. He's a brother who I personally work with and I've worked with for the past year or so. He is an astounding, amazing nasheed artist. Now, he's someone who I really think is important to highlight because he's pursuing his passion, although he's quite new at it. But he's also come from a world where he's trying to take a talent that he had before really kind of understanding Islam to now using it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we're going to meet with brother Ilyas Mau, and we're going to join him in studio today here on Bro Code on DOPStv.
Hold a second. Hold a second. Hold a second. Hold a second.
Ilyas Mau is a Somali-born Canadian nasheed artist, songwriter, and producer. As an artist, he's been able to combine the structure, composition, and rhythmic balance of a harmonic scale, giving him the ability to create multiple songs out of the whim. Growing up close to Toronto, Ilyas's raw talent always impressed family members as he would imitate prominent Somali classical singers. Currently, he is touring the world and quickly becoming known as one of the best vocal-only artists on the international Islamic art scene.
Home, home.
MashaAllah. That was
Assalamu
nice.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. How you doing, bro?
Alhamdulillah,
Yo,
man.
that sounded dope, man.
Yeah, man, it's a track I've been working on for a very long time. It has to be the best one.
Can you break it down for me? I want to know how you make nasheeds because I've seen, I've heard your work and I've worked with you in the past, but I don't really know the process that goes into making nasheed. Can you break it down for me?
Of course, man.
So, Ilyas, tell me a little bit about how you got started into nasheed.
Well, I always used to do music. I remember I was about 6 years old and my dad used to show me off to the uncles. Hey, Ilyas, here, here's the keyboard, play something. I'd play like classical Somali tunes, you know what I mean? And I never really took any formal music training. It's just something I was born with. I have this gift.
Okay, so show us the process that you go through when you want to make a new nasheed. I mean, how exactly does it work?
Well, it all starts with an inspiration. You come up with a topic first. What do you want to sing about? You know what I mean? So for this particular track, it's about heaven, going back home to heaven, right? So when you think of heaven, you think of happy, inspirational. The sounds have to match the theme that you want to sing about.
Okay, so when I first heard of you, it was through this project that we were doing, Tug of War. And at that time, I realized that you weren't necessarily a nasheed artist, but you were a singer and you had the ability. So talk about that transition. How did you move from singing and music into the world of nasheed?
It's actually interesting. I was in, Harry.
Right.
We used to be in a group, and Manny, the director, he's like, I have a film that Manny, shot, and he needs a background score to it. But the background score should not have any music in it. I'm like, you know what? Hold on 1 second. There's a nasheed that we worked on a couple of years back for like an MSA dinner kind of thing, right? And I'm like, bring that back and play it with this scene. There was a particular scene, right? And it fit like a glove. The first sound I made for this particular nasheed, it was a single track, and I'll play it right here.
Is this one kind of melody,
right? But in the background, you can't just have that playing by itself. You want to harmonize that.
Right.
So the second sound that would harmonize with this first track would be this right here.
So those
Right?
two together.
Those two, no. There's a lot more going on
Really?
here.
Okay.
There's a lot more going on here. So those are two, right? We're gonna add another one, a higher octave. So all of this creates a harmony, which eventually sounds like this.
Nice.
See,
Kind of like a chorus. It feels
exactly.
like more than one person singing
More
at the
than
same
one
time.
person singing. And by me not using music, it's 10 times harder.
I felt like even while you were doing music, it didn't feel sincere.
It didn't.
It
did
felt
not.
like you were playing the part of someone who you thought was supposed to sound or act a certain way.
The stuff we would sing about or rap about in the music videos and in those, we never lived that lifestyle, you know, and that was not us. And I always felt weird about it, you know, so I never really thought of pursuing the nasheed side of it. Like I never really, it never clicked, right? So, and once, you know, we actually started working together, it was like, you know, the chemistry was there, and Allah has opened doors of opportunities, basically.
So what's the pattern of a song for those people who are not familiar with the structure of an actual song? Typically speaking, how does it, we mentioned these things like chorus, verse, like how does it work exactly?
Okay, so mainly a song should have an intro, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, right? That's a main structure. Any type of, you know, song you listen to, there's always, you know, that similar structure. As a creative person, you can make your own structure.
Right.
You can have a song that starts with a verse or starts with a chorus. You know what I mean? Like it all depends on how you tell the story.
So you've only been doing the sheets for a year now, but you've been able to accomplish so many things. You know, can you tell me what have you been able to do in that year's time?
Oh man, I've accomplished so much more doing nasheeds than I've ever done in my musical career. I've performed alongside famous artists like Maher Zain and whatnot. I've been able to compile 14 original tracks for an album. I even have my own show on Iman channel. You know, just the fact that I've been able to inspire so many people. I have children singing my nasheeds word for word, which is just like, I can't even comprehend how amazing that is, you know what I mean? Like, it's a blessing, it's a blessing.
So let's hear this whole thing together now. Let's hear this whole symphony come together. How does it sound?
There's the intro. There's about 4 bars over here, and I jump right into the chorus.
Okay.
So I come in right here.
If you just knew what I know, you would never leave home. Night after night I've been gone.
And we hear the different layers of your voice as well.
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
In this world I'm all alone, but we all need a home. I don't care how long I roam, as long as I find my way home.
And that sounds like a whole chorus, like 10 people singing at the
10
same
people
time.
sing, yeah.
But it's all just you, just doubling.
It's all just me.
As long as I find my way home.
If all of this didn't exist, it would just sound like this.
As long as I find my way home.
Where's the rest?
Yeah.
It sounds bland, it sounds empty, right?
Right.
So that's why every time I create a track, it will have like at least 20 different, you know, layers that are playing in the background, but you will not notice it.
So what advice would you offer to anyone out there who wants to pursue their passion full time? It could be in the field of arts or otherwise. What advice would you give to them?
Well, the most important thing is to be sincere. Allah has given me this voice. I'm not a qari, you know what I mean? I'm not a speaker, but I'm a singer. You know, I can convey positive messages through my voice. And also, there's gonna be a lot of challenges. A lot of people will not believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. You can't let that, you know, undermine your talent, right? So you have to believe in yourself. You have to know that what you're doing is the right thing, and you know, you pursue it full time.
Well, Ilyas, you are an inspiration, I think, to myself and many other out there who
Thank
have
you so
talents and want to pursue it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, you know, on behalf of Bro Code, we congratulate you, and I'm sure we learned a lot from you today. So everyone out there, inshallah, hope you've learned as well. This is Brother Boonaa Mohammed and Ilyas signing off here on Bro Code. Stay tuned for another great episode of DOPStv. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hold a second.
Gotta put the dot under. So
to evangelical Christianity.
Okay.